We have the sum of the world's knowledge at our fingertips, and yet we can't be bothered to go look it up. So I'll look it up for you. Also got a few things on my list today. The dollar is up, oil is down, and what's going on with the Fed? But first, as always, if you like my videos, please like, follow, and share. And if you want to work together, the link is in the bio. All right, what is the Bank of Canada's mandate? Is employment in there? Is that part of their mandate? Strictly speaking, no. But this is the latest updated framework. The framework foundation remains a 2% inflation target within a control range of 1 to 3%, and we're at the lower end of that range right now. However, the tools include using the bank's extended monetary policy when needed and actively seeking the level of maximum sustainable employment that is consistent with price stability. That price stability. And as you can imagine, if we have no one working, that thing's under threat. Maximum sustainable employment. So yeah, it is their job. Their main focus is the financial well-being of Canada, and if people aren't working, that's not so hot. All right, the dollar is up. I don't think it's that big of a deal. We're back up to where we were 1 year ago. I would also like to point out back here in October of 2022, when the dollar hit 71 cents, everyone said the dollar was going to go to 50 cents. And I said it wouldn't, and it didn't, except for this, whatever this is here. We don't know what that is. Oil is down. Oil prices slip on a Saudi price cut and a U.S. inventory build. And usually the Saudis may want to cut more than they've indicated so far. There's the price of the Canadian blends. Not bad. It's worrisome. But it's not a crisis yet. All right, there's a pissing contest down south. Treasury steps into Fed shoes, Besant fires $10 billion bazooka to calm bond market tantrum. As you may have heard, there's some fears about the United States. There's bonds being sold off, which drives up the bond yields. And the Treasury's like, hey, we should do something to calm that down. Fed, you could just cut the rate or something. That would calm the bond market down and bring those yields down. Jerome Powell's like, nobody tells me what to do. So the Treasury has bought back $10 billion worth of bonds. And when you buy bonds, the yields go down. This shouldn't be happening. This is not good. It's not a disaster. It's just the Treasury shouldn't be doing this. The Fed should be dropping their rates because they're causing problems. They're keeping rates too high for too long. It's going to be a disaster. Why keep it so high? Why wait for something to completely break before you do something? Bond market's a warning sign. Quarter point cut. Half a point cut. The U.S. could cut 1%, still be restrictive. They could cut 3%, still be restrictive. Now there's a pissing match between the Fed and the Treasury. The Treasury doing what the Fed's job is supposed to be. This is not going to end well. That's it for me this morning. I'm keeping it short and sweet because I got a lot of shit to do today. I hope you have a good day.